Excuse me?
Yes.
Can you please pass the cinnamon?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Um, Hi, excuse me again.
Yes.
I'm Ashwini.
Shweta,
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I joined just 2 days before as
Okay.
an intern, just trying to familiarize faces around me.
Okay.
So, would like to know a little about you.
Oh, sure. So, welcome to Orange.
Thank you.
How are you liking it so far?
So far, so good.
Okay, that's good. So, I am Chief Marketing Officer here at Orange,
Okay.
and I've been
Okay.
in this role for the last 2 years.
Great. I never thought I'm going to bump into Chief Marketing Officer.
Oh, no problem. I mean, it's a small world.
I know this question must be tough, right? I mean, you're working on a global scale for marketing for one of the top ranked consumer product. So, tell me, what's something new you're doing? I'm just excited.
Okay, sure. So actually, I have to run for a meeting. I only have like 5 minutes. As you may know, the products of Orange are not being perceived as positively as they were. Lots of our customers are going to competitors. So the big initiative from my side is I'm putting together a team of field officers where I want them to go talk to customers to really understand what is it that they're not liking in our products, and to really survey them. So that's a big initiative on my plate, and I'm really working hard to get that rolling.
Okay. I don't have much experience or expertise,
Okay.
but one thing I could say is, as a consumer,
Mhm.
if before buying a product, I used to refer to the social media a lot. Twitter, Facebook, Amazon. I go inside because customers give this kind of reviews. They talk about the experience, what they felt about the product, how was the perception, how the feel was, how the service center was. So before doing that, I just go inside that and look at it. Now the data you're trying to collect, I think it's almost similar. Maybe you can get this data and pick off a tool.
Are you trying to get to a particular technique you have in mind?
Yeah, it's just not the data. We can even use some machine learning techniques to analyze this data,
Okay.
come up with some useful information that you might use, and I think it will be the same result as you're obtaining through field surveys.
Okay. Sounds interesting. So, but then, do you know how accurate is these techniques gonna be? Can I like be? What do you do about accuracy, for instance?
For example, I can talk about one of my recent projects, similar one.
Okay.
We do sentiment analysis.
Okay.
So, this is about your competitor.
Mhm.
For one of your competitor products, we took a lot of these tweets, did a sentiment analysis on them.
Okay.
We, based on the tweet, we gave it whether it's positive or negative or just a fact, neutral things. We just classified and developed a machine learning model which can do this automatically.
I see.
For example, just give it some 100 tweets or Amazon product review, something. It can tell you whether it's positive, negative, or neutral. Even on an overall scale, it can tell you overall based on the data you gave, is it good or bad.
Okay.
But going back to the question of accuracy is totally in the hands of the developer.
Okay.
To be very brief, we actually first train the model, that is, help the computer learn how to predict in the future. I built a training model, and based on which prediction is done.
Okay.
If my training model is good, made with a large number of data and data of good quality, that determines how accurate my method is.
I see. Interesting. But what about, so computers take everything very literally. They do not understand sarcasm or metaphors. What do you do about it? Like, how do I go try to extract the underlying meaning, what customer is trying to tell us using this machine learning models?
Yes, this challenge was there in the technique, but over the years, a lot of developments have happened.
Okay.
There's a kind of opinion mining, lexicon dictionary database, and there is a database of sentiments of positive, negative. Huge tools have developed, and over the time, the accuracy and the means of prediction has increased. There are some shortcomings. For example, determining the sarcasm is not very easy. So there are some plus and minus, and definitely it's not 100% fail-proof tool,
Okay.
but still gives you that first estimate.
I see.
Good thing about this tool is you don't once you build the model, you can use it again and again. Imagine you every month at the end of the month, you can just at the click of the tool tell that what people talk about your product in the tweets, and it can tell you, say, so many people tweeted about you. First point. You can even say so many people, say 40% of them were negative about it, 60% are positive.
Okay.
In fact, if we could work a little more on the product, we can go one step deep and tell if positive, what positive.
I see.
If negative, what negative that I should worry about.
Okay.
Do you think it will be good for you?
The whole problem statement sounds really interesting because it will basically cut my field officers from 100 to maybe 10. So I'm excited about it. But then, can you show me some data to back what the findings? Like, do you have, if you've done this work before, do you have some graphs you can show it to me?
Yeah, it's interesting. You remember I told you I did it for one of your competitors?
Right.
I'm going to show some generalized information
Okay.
about that. So, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I just have like another few seconds, so...
Yeah, I'll quickly browse through.
Yeah, sure.
These are some slides about the two-step process, generally a basic process flow of what I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip to the results part.
Okay.
So, 3 main results we gave is, one is about the word cloud. So, they were interested to know how is the positive trend.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the positive word cloud. If you see the size, entire cloud, the ones which are bigger in size are something very positive about them.
Okay.
And the smaller that is, less number of people are talking about it.
Okay.
Similarly, on the negative front, something you see big in text, not so good.
Okay.
People are not really positive, not feeling very good about it. And the smaller, you are better.
I see.
So this gives you a quick snapshot of what you need to really worry about. You can extract some key points. If you see here, we have done some data cleaning. That's why only your keywords are appearing.
Okay.
Now, we will ask question one more. All fine. How can I know the interconnection between them? So we came with a network diagram.
Okay, cool.
So if you see, this is a dynamic network graph.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the bigger circles are some bigger points. Again, I've done it separately for positive, negative. What you're seeing is for negative.
Okay.
So the bigger circles say for iPhone. A lot of people have negative perception about iPhone.
Okay.
So I'm going one step. If you see all the links connected to it, the shorter the link, these words are more connected to this word. And for example, some of the words here are service center. You can see the connectivity. So based on that, whichever big points you can go back and trace what are the negative points.
Okay.
So yeah, some very brief method. I know you may like to go more deep into it, but yeah.
Okay, this sounds really good. So why don't we set up a meeting next week?
Mm-hmm.
Send me an email and let's talk more. By the way, do you have a project fair internship yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me see if I can put together a project plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk more next week. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nice
Yeah.
day. Okay.
Let's see.
It will still record, right?
Yeah.